Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I have a really cool EDC light that I think you guys are really gonna like. This is from Thrunite. This is the TI. Now, what sets this apart, in my opinion, from other EDC lights that I really like is the UI of this light. So let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging. This is what you get. There's the side of it, there is the back of it, and there is the other side. Let's go ahead and show you on the bench what you get and why I'm so excited about this light. So you pull all of this stuff out just like a drawer. There's the light itself, but on the back side you can see you have a user manual, you have your silica gel, you have a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, you have a key ring, and you have a charge port cover, as well as your very small EDC light. Now this thing, I'm telling you, it packs a punch. I like this light. It does have a very strong magnet. The light will tail stand. It's a little difficult to get it to balance sometimes. If they could have made a tiny bit wider footprint here, it would tail stand a little easier. It takes just a second, but it will tail stand. And I can't say enough good things about this magnet. It is wonderful. Dual direction pocket clip. Right here on the back, you can pull this rubber out, and that exposes the USB-C charging port. This has a plastic lens, a stainless steel button, and like I said, dual direction pocket clip. This is a wonderful light. Now the UI of this is very, very cool. Let me just say that it feels like the light's locked out, okay? It feels like it's in lockout mode. When you pull it out of the pack, if you want some quick access to the brightest setting, it's a momentary thing. You just push and hold and it gets to the brightest setting, and then you let off your finger and the light turns off. You can also see the green power level indicator telling you the status of the battery. Just turned orange on us because we just opened this up. It's not charged. But very quick access, just press and hold, and it's momentary, and that's how you get to the light. If you want to just unlock the door, you got your keys in one hand, you got the light in the other hand, you just push and hold, put the key in, open the door, and then you don't need the light no more. Now to actually turn the light on, it's simple. It's a double press, 1, 2. You turn the light on, you got the economy mode or Firefly. You go, there's low, push it again, there's medium, and then there's high. It's very simple. You go back to economy, and when you're done, you long press and it turns the light off. And the same thing applies if you want to use the momentary light. You just push and hold. Okay, again, to turn the light on, it's a double press, and it will remember the last mode that you access. So in our case, when I double press, it's going to come on to Firefly. So there you can see Firefly. Now the run times on this thing are fantastic. Let's look at the chart. We'll go through some of this information. This is a very cool light. Let me get my reading glasses on and we'll look at this a little bit better. Firefly, which is 0.2 lumens for 51 hours. Folks, that's over 2 days of runtime. Then if you want to go to low, you just push the button. Now we're on low. This is 30 lumens for 9.5 hours. Push the button again, we get to medium. 200 lumens for 2.2 hours, so 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then if I push the button one more time, you can see that we get to high. This is 650 lumens for an hour and 35 minutes. When you're on high, you get 105 meters of throw out of this light. 2780 on the candela. This light is impact resistant down to 1.5 meters, and it's IPX6 water resistant. Now the weight of this light, 26.5 grams. The dimensions, 60.8 millimeters long. It is 21.4 millimeters at the head of the light and 16.5 millimeters at the body. This is a nice light. It got a high performance LED in it. Now you do have the power level indicator that tells you the status of the battery. So if I long press, I turn the light off, and then I double press to turn it on. You see that it's in that orange. Now green is obviously our battery's good. Orange is the next step down. Below orange it'll turn red, and then below red it'll turn flashing red, and that's when you really need to get it on the charger. And then in the event that your battery is really low, your power level indicator won't even come on. So it only stays on for a couple seconds. There inside of this, there's a rechargeable 350 milliamp hour battery. That's fantastic. You just plug it in like I showed. This will turn green when charging is complete, and it'll be red when you're charging. The light is awesome. The memory function is great. It'll remember everything except for strobe. So if you say you're on, there's fire, there's low. Let's say there's medium, there's high, right? We long press to turn it off. And we can do the momentary thing, or we can double press and it'll go to high, because that was the last mode accessed before we did the long press to turn the light off. This thing is fantastic. The price point is good. So here we're looking at Firefly, and if we push, you can see that's low. That's plenty of light. There's medium. That's a nice hot spot there. And then push it again, we get to high. That is fantastic. It does have a strobe if we triple press. So there's the strobe. It does not specify the run times on strobe. Single press will turn the light off, and then again you have the momentary or double press to go back through the modes. So this is a nice light. It packs a punch for being as small as it is. It's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this magnet. And as you can see, this thing tail stands very easy. The magnet is strong in any orientation on the refrigerator, so the magnet is excellent on this TI by Thrunite. So in this shot, we're going to take this light, we're going to press the momentary, and you can see that we have a big stream of water here. We'll double press, we'll turn the light on. You can see there's Firefly, there's low, there's medium, and we'll just go to high, and look at that. We're coming underneath this water. All of this water. Big heavy rainstorm. Let's triple press for strobe. There's the strobe, single press turns it off. Let's double press to turn the light on. There is Firefly, single press, there's low, medium, and back to high. And then of course a single press and hold turns the light off. And now if we want to do the momentary thing, we'll just push and hold. So as you can see, this Thrunite TI clearly passes the IPX6 water resistant rating with flying colors. It's done a fantastic job. Okay, so we are outside right now. You can see there's a bucket of water. I'm going to double press to turn the light on. We are on Firefly mode. I'm going to exceed the IPX6 water resistant rating by dunking this underwater. Now, I'm not saying that you should dunk your light underwater. Not in any way, shape, or form am I saying that. But I believe that this light is going to be fine. So let's just toss it in the water. You can see that the light is on low right now. So this type of test that we're doing right now underwater would be the equivalent to an IPX7 or even an IPX8 waterproof rating. So this light, let's not forget, is rated at 6. So there's low, there's medium, there's high, and we're back to Firefly. Now if I triple press, we're going to get a strobe. So there's our strobe function. Single press turns the light off. Double press turns it back to Firefly, and then long press turns the light off. And then of course we could test the momentary light, and it's probably going to go out of focus, but there's the momentary full brightness. So as you can see, even though this light is rated at IPX6, I'm able to go beyond that. Again, do that at your own discretion. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't do this, but I don't have a problem giving it a shot, and it worked out great for me. So when you're looking for these lights, you can find them in black, as you see here, or also in this beautiful gray. The color of these lights are stunning. They look fantastic. And for such a small EDC light, these things really pack one heck of a punch. Okay, here we are. We're looking at Firefly. This is 0.2 lumens. That's a lot of light. This will last a long time too, over 2 days of runtime. Now, down in the distance, you can't quite see much, but with my naked eye, I can actually see better than what the camera picks up. So this is a good setting if you're in a movie theater and you want to exit without, you know, shining too much light, or maybe you're in camp and you don't want to wake everybody up or something like that with light. This is a fantastic setting out of such a small light. If I push the button, we're going to go ahead and jump on up to low, and this is a very nice setting. On low, we're looking at 30 lumens for 9.5 hours. 9.5 hours of runtime on low, 30 lumens. That is a fantastic setting coming out of this little light. If we push the button again, we're on medium. This is 200 lumens for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I don't really have much more to say. That's a lot of light coming out of such a small little flashlight. I'm blown away the performance of this light. Push the button again, we're going to jump up to high, 650 lumens. Now this is crazy. This will last an hour and 35 minutes, and it produces 105 meters of throw. And that's crazy because if you go back, way back on my videos, and you look at the A-Tactical A1, which is one of my favorite flashlights back in that day, and I still love that flashlight to this day. That thing run on an 18650 battery, and it put out 550 lumens. So out of this tiny little flashlight, we are getting more lumens and more output than we used to get out of the old A-Tactical A1. Again, that was one of my favorite flashlights of all time. So let's go ahead and triple press, and we'll get on into the strobe. So strobe warning. So there you can see a 650 lumen strobe, and it does not specify the runtime of this, but it's very disorienting, very bright. And to get this out of such a small flashlight, I know I'm repeating myself, but I am blown away at the performance of this tiny little flashlight. This is mighty performance out of such a small light. It's just crazy. Single press turns the light off, and then if we double press again, we will turn the light back on, and then of course we can cycle through the modes again. If we long press, we'll turn the light off, and then now we are in the momentary option of pushing, you know, holding the button down, putting the key in, unlocking the door, and then once you're ready to go in, you just let your thumb off the button and the light goes off. I am blown away at the performance of this small flashlight. Thrunite did so many things right on this one. It gets an A+ for me. I hope that you guys enjoyed these night shots out of this amazing little big power tiny little flashlight, the Thrunite Ti. Now, one of my favorite features about this light is not only the small size of it, but the small weight of it, and the fact that it has a dual direction pocket clip. That gives me the ability to wear it on a standard ball cap without a bunch of weight. So it's not heavy on the head. It turns my situation into a hands-free lighting solution. So I can reach up with my thumb, cycle it through whatever mode I need, whatever brightness level I need, and now I have hands-free illumination to do whatever I want. I can easily manipulate the switch, come back to Firefly if I need to. This is an excellent flashlight. It is not heavy at all. And I'm just blown away at how well this thing performs. I can't even tell with my ball cap that it's even up there. It's that light. You don't even notice it. I love it. It's awesome. Now, with that same thing being said, another thing that I want to mention is the fact of this cutout on the end of it. So let's say, for example, you do not have a ball cap, but you need hands-free illumination. You can put this in your mouth and use it like a headlamp, so you get to the desired setting that you want. And use it like a headlamp. It's fantastic. If you want to put a paracord lanyard on it, say for example, right through that hole there, that would give you something that you could hold with your teeth. So you could bite that with your teeth, or you can just do it with your lips. It doesn't weigh anything. It's just, I am blown away at how much power and lumens that you get out of such a small light. It's a big plus. I love it. I want to say thank you to Thrunite for sending this out for review. I really like this light. It comes in several colors. You can see the black here. They also offer it in a gray. It's a wonderful light. I can't say enough good things. The magnet is very strong. Please feel free to leave comments down below and let me know what you guys think of this Thrunite TI. If you're interested in finding one for yourself, I'll put a link in the description box down below where you can find this thing. For the size that it is, it packs one heck of a punch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave comments down below, like this video, share this video. If you like the type of content that you see on the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now, everybody.